Hey everybody, Josh here, and I'm here to react to another Nuzlocke video. This time it's by somebody called, this is a more recent one, it's by somebody called Yong Tales. I don't know this guy. His avatar kind of looks like the odd ones out if he was like a cube. I think I looked into it a little bit. He's playing he's playing Pokemon Sword, and I want to know how a Nuzlocke in that game works, because this in a Nuzlocke, you're only allowed to pick the first Pokemon you see per route, but with Pokemon Sword, you can actually see the Pokemon physically. So I'm wondering, like, does he get to choose? If multiple pop up, he gets to choose? Or is it literally like he's gonna try to be like the honor system and pick, like, oh, I saw that one first, I have to pick that one. I love these animated Nuzlocke videos. They're just so much fun because it's just a wild ride all around. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually doing a Nuzlocke on my personal channel, on my own Twitch. Yeah, I'm Nuzlocking Pokemon Fire Red, and I'm going to. I had another Nuzlocke that I was recording and didn't stream, but I'm going to start streaming it for Pokemon Black. So Fire Red and Black, I'll be streaming on my Twitch. The link for that's in the description. I don't really know what to comment because I don't know anything about this YouTuber. I just think it'll be some funny looking. It'll just be some fun. Plus, it came out recently, and so I'm trying to get that algorithm. You know what I'm saying? How long is this video? This video is 28 minutes. All right, let's go and go.
Alright, before we begin, I need to go over a few things. I have never done a Nuzlocke before, and I guess this technically still doesn't count as
Cube.
one. I don't know. It depends how strict the whole Nuzlocke community is. But basically, I abide by all the rules of a typical Nuzlocke where I name them, so I get attached.
Steve!
If they faint, I can't
No,
use them.
Steve!
But the additions that I add is that I can catch any bug type I want. If it faints, I can't use any of that same species. So, under these rules, I can technically run out of Pokemon. Got it? Good. Grab your popcorn, use the restroom, get comfy, because we're in it for the long haul, baby. Oh, yeah,
I animated a 20-minute
I should
video.
mention that I've never played this before, so that should be interesting. Here goes my Pokemon, kind of, sort of, but not really.
Gigantamax and everything. Oh my god.
A long time ago, I witnessed a finals Pokemon match where the upcoming challenger took the throne as the new champion.
I love the reference
and ever
to Jaden
since then,
animation.
That very moment motivated me to one day embark on my own journey. Today was the day that me and my neighbor Hop became official Pokemon trainers.
Oh my god! The way he drew him!
Than the undefeated champion of Galar, and he was going to endorse both of us so that way we could compete in the Pokemon Gym Challenge. And I was like super hyped because I wanted to, for the longest time, assemble the most powerful bug team. Don't judge me. I like bug Pokemon, alright?
Sure.
Unfortunately, Leon didn't have any to start out with, so I chose Sobble. I named Sops. My very first Galarian Pokemon. Right off the bat, Hops challenges me, and at first I thought a 1v2 was a bit unfair, but then Sops quickly learned Water Gun and swept Hops' team.
Oh no, not a gun!
I wonder if this is what our future encounters are gonna be like. I was about to leave on my journey, but Hops needed help finding a stray Wooloo, so navigating through the foggy forest, we didn't find the Wooloo, but some weird giant dog. It was pretty random stuff, but we did end up finding the Wooloo. Take your sheep. Alright. Now we can officially leave. Strapped on my Tanjiro box of a backpack, and together with Sops, our journey has officially begun. Route 1, we ran into some of the new locals. Ugh, why is everything so weird? Oh, thank goodness, finally something that I actually recognize. Ugh. What happened to you?
Obstagoon is cool. What are you talking about?
If there were any bugs in the area, but sure enough, I found this thing called a Grubbin, and I named it Whoops.
Grubbin,
my very first bug Pokemon. I am excited to see what you'll become, Whoops, since I've stopped paying attention after Unova region.
Fair enough.
And just like that, I had Sops, Whoops, and Blinks. We didn't get that far into the journey when Hops challenged us yet again. Anyway, fun fact, Blinks evolved from the battle, so thanks for the free XP and money. This old lady and another lady named Sonia were watching, and they were like, dang, alright, you can participate in the gym challenge. Well, why thank you, random people I just met. I feel like I didn't really need your permission, but I appreciate the support. Off to Motostoke City. We arrive at something called the Wild Area, and that is where I run into a Carablast. And if you don't know, Carablast's evolved form as Cavalier was like super cool, super strong, and would make a great addition to the team. And I really wanted one because I've never had one before. But then I unfortunately remember that you need to trade for it, and I didn't have anyone to trade with, so this thing was pretty much useless.
Damn.
Moving along the way, we barely avoided complete catastrophe when Sops almost died to a level 30 pillow swine.
Oh my
Why
god.
are there such strong Pokemon here? So carefully navigating
Oh,
the wild area.
the wild
We
area,
arrived
I
in the
can't even
city,
imagine.
Beat up some members of Team Yell and this girl named Marnie in the hotel lobby so I could get my room key. Hey, what a cool statue. Woke up early, smiled and waved for the opening ceremony, shook hands with Chairman Rose, and pushed on to my first challenge. Just outside the city on Route 3, I was doing some exploring in case there were any bugs in the area, but after a while of no luck, we pressed on. Along the way in some cave, Whoops evolved into something interesting, and then I met this bundle of joy. Bade. We just had a nice little discussion about his personality, and then after exiting the cave, I found a Joltik named Lucas. And together with Whoops and Blinks, bada bing, bada boom, holy crap, this is what Dynamax Pokemon battles are like. The first gym badge was ours. Oh, and you evolved. Nice. On the way to the next town, we were having a light conditioning session to get Lucas up to par with the rest of the team, and you know what? I must say, things were really starting to look up for my bug team.
Wow,
and I was
Buffett.
sure that Lucas would add so much value, especially considering the fact that the next gym was water type. We got this in the bag.
No!
Lucas, no! A stupid wild Wobbuffet was able to perfectly counter Lucas's attack and cause the team's first death.
R.I.P.
Fearing the same thing would happen to my other Pokemon, we ran in shame. Lucas wasn't with us for long, and we may not be able to get revenge now, but Lucas's death.
So he's the
gave
only
us
getting
spark
bug
to
types?
Really zoom through our next challenges. Welcome to the team, Zweeps. Ah, yes, it's my rival. It's time to show you how strong I am. Let's have a rematch.
Run him over, yeah. Nice.
I don't really
Jesus
like you,
Christ.
dude, and your attitude sucks. Also, where the heck do you think you're going?
Ooh.
Harold. Our next gym
Harold.
challenge was Kabu,
Uh-oh.
home of the bane to almost all my bug types. My newest member, Harold, was pretty much useless here, so Sots was going to have to carry this one. Going through
yeah.
the challenges where we had to team up with randos and catch Pokemon for points, I thought it was a good idea to use my recently evolved Sweeps since it was the best
Cute.
choice to clear each one. But on the final challenge, Sweeps was backstabbed and perished. Okay, I honestly
Your
felt
teammate
pretty
ended
guilty
up
about
hurting
what
you?
happened. But how the heck was I supposed to know that the other trainer was going to betray me like that? You monster.
You
Warn
motherfucker.
Ender. We got a badge to win. We burst through the gym doors, and it was game on. Sops took out the first two Pokemon pretty easily, and then it was time for Kabu's ultimate Pokemon.
Now you want that Pokemon.
Scorch. Finally, before my own eyes, was one of the coolest bug
Oh, hell
Pokemon
yeah.
I have ever seen. Easily one of my favorites. Such an impressive beast, and I was
It's drawn so well.
But now I can unleash my secret weapon. It was time to show my fifth.
Nezuko-chan!
I've been hidden way too long, but it's time for you to come out. Let's go, Grievous!
Oh, you had one too. Oh, he's got the pre-evolve form.
Basically, a while back on Route 3, after asking around,
yeah.
I caught a Sizzlipede, and you know what? I absolutely loved it. Trained it and primed for a moment just like this.
Fuck
now
yeah.
let's see whose Scent to Scorch was better. It was an intense
Oh,
battle
okay,
between
he
the
isn't.
two
Okay.
fiery Scent.
Never mind, I was confused.
Based on appearance alone, it would have seemed like Kabu's Scent to Scorch had the upper hand since it was much bigger and unfortunately cooler looking. But Grievous's flame was fueled by the innocent blood of
Damn.
Sweeps. And in the end, that is what gave us victory. Yes! Oh, I'm so proud of you, Grievous. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am.
The thick lines very much
Oh,
remind
yes.
me of
After some training, Harold really took
Jane
it up
Animation,
by
yeah.
evolving into a Galissapod.
God
How
damn.
about that? And then we picked up Skarner the Squirrelpie along the way to Hammerlock City.
So
He's
this
no
is just a
Swoops,
bug
but I'm
Nuzlocke,
sure
really.
he'll be useful for something. Shortly after, I ran into Hops once again, who was feeling pretty down about himself because apparently he lost to Bade in a Pokemon battle.
Oh, that's
So
embarrassing.
it was up to me to be the good friend that I am and help him feel better by beating him up. From there, it was on to the fighting type
Hell yeah.
gym, where Blinks got real psyched up, if you know what I mean. Clean sweep, badge 4.
Hell yeah.
But after the battle just outside, we found out that Bade, Mr. Ooh, I was endorsed by the chairman. Ooh, I'm so special. Ooh, everyone is beneath me. Ooh, thought it was okay to blast some hole in some ancient sacred art.
Yeah, what the
Because
fuck?
he was entitled to it. Are you sure your name isn't like Karen? I tried to give him
What
another
the fuck was
beatdown
that
lesson
about in the
with my
story? That was
starter,
so
but then
weird.
He ended up getting a critical one hit by Solus's Psybeam.
Aw, screw
Of
me.
all people to lose a Pokemon to, you've got to be kidding me. I just got you.
Damn!
Well, they got in a
Damn!
lot of trouble for what he did
Man,
anyway,
I'm
and ended up getting
underestimated
kicked out
Bugs
the
this whole
league,
time.
So I don't feel bad for him at all. Huh. Well, that looks important. Moving on, replacing Skarner was Jerry the
Hell
Dwarf I
yeah.
found and quickly evolved.
All cool
Look,
Pokemon.
I was running out of bodies to fill these Pokeballs with, so I had no other choice. I was beginning to be concerned about Whoomp since this whole time it hasn't evolved yet. I really wondered if I was, like, missing something. But shortly afterwards, Whoops rummaged through my bag and found a Thunderstone I had earlier and evolved.
Oh.
I had this suspicious feeling that the next gym leader, Opal, primarily uses fairy types. Just a hunch. And, gee, it would have been real nice to have somebody who could deal with fairy types right about now.
Gonna blame the
For a
ghost.
certain person. But even
That
so,
asshole.
Whoops and Grievous managed
Oh,
to
yeah, 'cause
sweep
they're
right
steel.
through because fairy types are stupid. Except for you, Sweeps. You're good. On the way to
Aw.
the next town, another explosion goes off. Sonia and the old professor lady are there, and they give some explanation about two brothers, Darkest Day,
Two brothers.
giant Pokemon running rampant, really giving me some Attack on Titan vibes.
Ooh.
So I left them to go deal with that, and I moved on to Route 8, where I picked up Nom Nom the Snom. Gordy was the 6th gym leader who used Rock-type Pokemon, but they quickly sank under the brute force of Harold and Sops.
He still has...
Jerry spamming dig. Then it was
Yes.
on to Pierre. Alright, well, this gym uses nothing but a bunch of dark types.
Oh yeah, so the bug types are gonna
Be
win.
right here, Nom Nom. Blinks will watch you. We'll be right
Nom
back.
nom.
Give me that! Okay, let's go.
You just took it.
Okay, 2 times could just be a coincidence, but
3
3
times is a
turns
pattern.
out giant Pokemon are spawning all over the place. Fear of Titan's rising. I had this feeling that this was only
love the
beginning
animation.
of something really bad that maybe I should help. But nah, they told me to go focus on getting my last badge. Okay then. And that might be a challenge, because the last gym is home to Rayhan and his dragon
Ooh,
Pokemon,
boy.
which are known to be tough, resistant to most types, and are pretty versatile with their movesets. It was kind of a good news, bad news situation. The good news is that Nom Nom received 10,000 grams of friendship to evolve and give us the ice advantage. The
There you
bad
go.
news is that she is literally the definition of a glass cannon. Meaning, yes, Nom Nom big strong against dragon types,
Oh my
but if
God, this-
Nom Nom touch Candle or Pebble, which dragons are more than capable of throwing, Nom Nom go bye-bye. So as we went in, the entire team had one objective on their mind. Protect Nom Nom. This time it was in the form of a double battle, and making
Whoa.
sure they didn't get any chance to gain momentum, Harold and Nom Nom made quick work of his Flygon and Gigalith. But then came out his big bad Duraludon and Sandaconda. You've got
I love the way he's animating the
Duraludon
Gigantamaxis.
was literally the love child of Godzilla and a skyscraper. What could we possibly do against a building? I quickly switched Harold for Blinks, hoping that he could put it to sleep and then have Nom Nom finish it off with an Aurora Beam. But at the last moment, Blinks became paralyzed from the Sandaconda, and Nom Nom's attack wasn't enough to take down the Duraludon. And before I could switch both of them out, Blinks was smashed by a stone wall.
Both of them or just the
You
one?
did well, Blinks.
Ah,
You did your job. Sops and Jerry came in, and even though they both became paralyzed by the Sandaconda, Jerry couldn't land a single dig, they were able to stall out Duraludon's Dynamax form, giving Harold the opportunity to come back in,
Yo, Harold is
brick
sick!
the crap out of it, and finally deal with that pesky snake. The last gym badge was ours, but we lost Blinks. A true OG of the Bug Squad, and provided so much value to the team. I was not sure if I could find anyone to fill his spot this far into the journey. I think Sonia was trying to talk to me, possibly about some more end-of-the-world stuff, but I was too sad about Blinks to really pay attention. A world without Blinks is not a world worth living anyway.
Hey, dude.
I had to take a few days off to prepare my team and our newest member for the final challenges, but once we were ready, we arrived in Winden City and stepped through those stadium doors for the quarterfinals.
Here we go.
Almost there. Marnie and her dark Pokemon were up first, and this is honestly the best
God
time
damn.
as any to debut the newbie. So I brought out Gaia, the Cavalier, aka formerly useless. Yep, that's right. And stacked with a sword stance, Gaia became a true powerhouse and swept the
Oh my god, the
entire
animation's sick.
Then we had one final match between me and my rival Hop. You probably already know how that went. Sops came out for one last fight,
Woo!
and we ended the rivalry. Yep, it really was his last fight. And honestly, not bringing Sops into the final match was probably one of the hardest decisions I had to make so far. My very first Pokemon, and the one that has watched over all of his teammates and saw them grow into the team they are now. But I believed with this team, even Jerry, we had the best chance of winning. Sops will be with us
in spirit.
A lot of stuff happened in between leading up to the semifinal to final rounds, but to summarize, celebratory dinner, evil staff with a key, tall building, crazy secretary lady, a tiny hint that Rose is actually bad and was behind the explosions, but meh, that's totally not a cause for concern. Ew, it's Bait again, but he's less of a douchebag. Boom boom, smash through the gym leader rematches, and Gaia bonks Duraludon in the face. We land in the finals. And now we have come face to face with champion Leon. Every battle, everything we have been through has led us to this moment. It was time to show the world just how powerful my bug Pokemon truly are. And never mind, Rose is evil, and apparently the darkest day has begun. Well, that sure complicates things.
Damn it.
Way to read the room, dude. No, this video's long as it is. Whatever. I will go save
How much more time is
the
left in the
world,
video?
I guess.
5 more minutes.
Using 200 IQ, Hops was pretty sure that the dog we ran into at the very beginning was important and could help us, so we headed back to our hometown to find it. And trekking through the creepy woods, we don't find the dog, but a rusty old sword and shield. I guess those will have to do. We rush back to Hammerlock City's power plant and we find Chairman Rose going off about Gallard's power supply crisis that's potentially coming in 10 years, and to stop it, he summoned this Eternatus thing hoping he could control it and harness its power. You summoned a what now? Just my opinion, man, but a plan involving control of a legendary being with powers beyond understanding usually doesn't end up going well. Basically, your plan is stupid. Rose didn't like that, and he was going to try stop me with his team full of steel Pokemon, so I left Grievous to deal with him. I head upstairs to find Leon, and what the heck is that? No, that's a Yu-Gi-Oh monster, not a Pokemon. What kind of Pokemon would look like that? I quickly found out that almost none of my Pokemon would be able to damage it without dying, so, Jerry, go! Jerry made it mad. Eternatus then turned into this giant starfish thing. Yeah, that did make a whole lot of sense. And then we're like,
Saitama reference.
Rusty Sword and Shield. The dogs show up, merge with the stuff, and we defeat Eternatus, where I catch it with a teeny tiny Pokeball. Crisis averted.
Fuck yeah.
3 days later, after one of the largest tangents ever, you know, saving the world, we are finally back to our match.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Today, we finally face off against Leon. Wooms lucked out with a quick claw boost and was able to take out both Aegislash and Rhyperior.
Nice.
Don't ask me how many Sneasels I needed to get through to find one. Leon's Dragapult was a tough one though. I was hoping that Nom Nom would be fast enough to take it out, but Nom Nom was outsped and was met with a flamethrower.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Nom Nom. We couldn't protect you that time. Grievous came out and was able to coil up and crunch the crap out of the Dragapult, as well as leech life the monkey for some healing. And then Gaia was able to win head-to-head against his Haxorus.
Nice.
And then finally,
Here
his
we go.
last Pokemon,
We still have a lot of Pokemon.
Charizard. But even though we outnumbered him 5-1, I didn't feel any better, considering the fact that his Charizard still had pretty much every advantage over all my Pokemon.
The fire advantage.
To deal with his Charizard, I had 3 choices. Harold, who could hopefully beat Charizard with water attacks, Wooms with electric attacks, and then Jerry with rocks. I sent out Harold first, hoping that he could end it right then and there.
Harold,
but
no!
Charizard got the first strike, and with a powerful air blast, Harold was one shot.
No, Harold!
Oh crap. I sent in Wooms hoping for another Quick Claw boost Thunderbolt, but that too failed, and Wooms was burned to a crisp.
No!
2 of my strongest Pokemon and my best chances to beat Charizard were both wiped out in an instant. At this point, victory was very bleak. If Jerry dies, Charizard will have no trouble defeating my remaining Pokemon. And it will be over. Jerry, you weren't our strongest team member and often the butt of many jokes, but right now, you are our last hope.
Jerry gonna come in clutch.
Oh, we're screwed.
Jerry
stepped
clutch.
onto the battlefield,
Jerry clutch.
and Charizard raised a stone wall that came crashing down and staring into the face of imminent defeat.
Sturdy.
I might as well surrender at this point. spare the rest of my Pokemon. But Jerry was still standing. I was just, I don't know. Chunk it up to high defense, or the fact that Jerry had a giant rock to protect him. No, it was like the true power of friendship. This was our chance. I made Jerry jumbo-sized, and we showed that oversized Barney what it's like to get squashed by a giant rock. And it was at that moment we won.
Yes!
The Pokemon Sword, kinda, sorta, but not really Nuzlocke.
Not
it
really.
was a bittersweet moment since Gaia, Grievous, and Jerry were the only ones who survived. But even so, this victory goes just as much to all the other team members who brought us to where we are now. Lucas, Sweeps, Skarner, Blinks, Sops, Nom Nom, Harold, and Whoops, you are all champions. Some might say that this is a good place to stop and be satisfied, but now that I'm here, I realize that my journey isn't over. Achieving this title of Bug Champion of Galar is not an ultimate goal, but a mere stepping stone in my life. So with my team, I am setting out to continue on my journey, because I am sure somewhere out there, more challenges are waiting for me. And I say, bring it on.
What the fuck? That's so sick. Yeah, that's just as good as the Jaden animation video. That was so good. I gotta know, like, he referenced her a lot. It's so good. It makes me wonder, like, what is that ending leading up to? Are they gonna do like a crossover? It'd be sick if they do. I gotta look up what else does this guy do. Young Tales. I'm gonna look up his content. He did a video titled "I Will Attempt a Pokemon Nuzlocke." Oh, he made a video titled "Yu-Gi-Oh versus School." My Yu-Gi-Oh obsession. He's very much on the style of Jaden animation, like playing old video games, story time animations. Very much, yeah. I think his avatar is pretty funny. Just the block. Well, just a reminder, I'm doing my own Nuzlocke, so link in the description to that. I stream, and I'll be posting it on my own channel, the full files. So, if you want me to react to any other Nuzlocke content, leave a comment below, and we'll look at it. I very much love these Nuzlocke videos. They're a lot of fun, and it makes me want to like animate, make a video of me like animating a Nuzlocke story, just because they're so much fun. And I Nuzlocked Diamond, but not only did I eventually find out that Diamond is the very much inferior game to Platinum, I didn't stream it. I recorded the video, like the screen, but that was it. I didn't record my audio or my voice. I just recorded the screen, and I guess I could tell the story. Like what these guys do with that. I could do that. Yeah, I could tell this. I could just read and tell the story. But oh my gosh, yeah. But this is a lot of fun. Oh, such good animation. My girlfriend Emily loves the Jaden animation Nuzlocke videos, so I have to show her this just because it's fun. So he didn't do it like I guess he didn't do like a regular Nuzlocke. He did the bug Nuzlocke, which instead of catching every single Pokemon instead of catching one Pokemon or the first Pokemon per route, he just caught any bug type, as many bug types as he wanted, as long as they were from different evolutionary chains or whatever. He couldn't catch like the same bug Pokemon twice. Looking at Pokemon, looking at Sword, there's like some badass Pokemon. I forgot about the Flaming Centipede. He's so cool. Well, I guess I'll wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm Josh. Let me know what I should react to alone. I react to a lot of anime stuff alone, just because Jace isn't as much of an anime fan as I am. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.